Hello everybody. This video is just going to be on my car. I know most of my subscribers may not find this too interesting or care for it really, but maybe some of my new subscribers that see this video, really hoping you guys subscribe, will enjoy this if you're looking for this particular vehicle. I'm just going to do kind of a little bit of a review on it. I've owned it since July, and I'm just going to do a rundown on what I've had go wrong with the car, what I've liked about the car, and all that good stuff. So, without any further ado, let's get to the video. Okay guys, this VolksWagen is a 2011 CC with the 2.0T motor in it, and the motor is actually a beautiful motor. Most people have never had a problem with them. However, I had a very bad situation when I originally bought the car. I paid, we paid $10,000 for this vehicle at 100,000 miles, and could have gotten it a little bit less, I feel, but that's what I paid for it. Anyways, the vehicle had an engine light on the lot, and so we were looking at it. The price tag was for basically a fully running pre-owned VWCC, but I said, so what's with the engine light, whatever. They said it's a $30 fix. Here's the diagnostic tests. All it needs are spark plugs or coil packs or something. So anyways, long story short, that is not what it was at all. And a month later, it finally got fixed. It sat for a month in a shop over in Central Ohio getting worked on and trying to figure out what was wrong. They finally got it figured out, and it was a $4,200 or $4,600 or something like that fix. It was a cracked head, leaking oil into the, it was just bad. So had no idea that was wrong with the car when we bought it. Like I said, the car, it acted the whole time like it was perfectly fine, but by day 2 of owning it, I knew something was up and the problem needed to be resolved ASAP, and so that is what happened. And the dealership ended up, kind of had to twist their arm a little bit because they were not wanting to help out at all, but we did eventually get them to come to the understanding, I guess, of the problem that we were having, and they did go ahead and pay for most of it. And then the very kind dealership that was working on it paid the little bit of the rest without, giving us any fuss. They just said, you know what, we got it. Sorry you guys had to go through all this with those guys. Whatever, don't worry about it. So, thumbs up to those guys. Those guys are awesome. Anyways, that is all I've had wrong with the car since then. That was the very first thing I had with it, and that's because, I'm assuming that's why it got traded in, was because it had that problem. And sadly, that was not explained to us because maybe they didn't know, or maybe they did, but they just wanted to sign the as-is paper and get it out of their hands. But anyways, all is well now. Car runs beautifully. I have not had a single issue with it since. And my honest opinion on the styling of the car is I really do like it. The reason I got this vehicle is I had a 2001 Silverado 1500. I did a big lift kit on it, 6-inch lift, 35-inch tires, dual exhaust, just the whole 9 yards. It was just a beautiful truck. However, when it came to fuel and having to pay for full coverage on it, being a $10,000 truck, it was eating me up. So I got the trade-off. So basically I got the car and my insurance was still the same nonetheless, but I am saving insane amounts of money on fuel, which is the main reason I went with this vehicle. This vehicle gets about 28 city and about 32 highways, which I'm averaging with. I don't know what the actual on paper numbers are supposed to be, but that is what I'm getting with it. And I usually have a ton of junk in my car because I hunt all over the place, and so I usually keep my guns, my meat grinders, all of my hunting gear that I need for any state that I go to hunt, all in the car and ready to go, which is not in there now. Deer season's closed, but if you're into that kind of stuff, check out the rest of my channel. I've got deer hunts and all kinds of cool stuff, so check that out if you're into that. The wheels, I believe they are 20-inch wheels. I don't know exactly. I've never really cared that much, but I think they're 20-inch wheels, and I have Continental tires on it. And in the snow, the vehicle does okay. Not wonderful, but it's fine. And another thing I really like about this vehicle is the tinted windows. Now, this car, I don't believe it comes stock like this, but the previous owner did have that done, and I think that is absolutely beautiful. And it really does make the car that much nicer when driving around. You don't want people peeking in your vehicle. And like I said, I always had stuff all over my car, and so the tinted windows thing really sold for me. That was a really big deal, and I really did like that. Now let's go into the inside of the vehicle. Like I said, you know, I'm a hunter, big hunter, and that's just what I do. That's what I love. So I've got to have seat covers, at least on, and floor mats, at least on my side, because I'm in here every day, and you can see with the dirt, I am in the woods, out of the woods. I mean, that is just what I do. That's who I am. That's what I live every single day, and so that's why you have a camo seat cover on this. Otherwise, it is beautiful leather interior. Actually, some of the most comfortable seats I personally have sat in, besides, you know, a few really high-end vehicles I've sat in before, many of them actually, like Cadillacs and Yukon, Denali's, and all that type of stuff. Anyways, but besides that, this is for a car. I absolutely love the seating. Now, when you come into the rest of the interior, the display, the gauge cluster, you know, the display is cool, and this is actually very helpful. I can scroll through the radio station, my contacts, I can make phone calls through here, and all the instrumentation here and buttons have been laid out very well, very easy to use, very user-friendly, and I am very thankful for that feature as well. There's the parking brake, you got your high beams, your low beams, your auto. You can control the brightness of all of the, you know, digital stuff up here. And then it's also got the screen here, which is not navigation on this particular model. This is the, like I said, 2011cc Sport with the 2.0T motor in it. But this particular model does not have navigation as an option, or at least this particular previous owner did not want navigation with their vehicle. Some of the annoying features of this vehicle is the tan. I don't really like the tan two-tone on the inside. It's just a little bit annoying. It gets dirty, and when it rubs off, you can just see it. And some of the materials are actually pretty cheap. The plastics and whatnot, I mean, I didn't even know that did that. Anyways, guess there's a little couple compartments up top here. I'm assuming this side does the same thing. Huh. New stuff every day, I guess. Anyways, all this stuff is just cheap plastic stuff, which, I mean, it's not a, like I said, you know, it's talking about like Cadillacs and Denali's and stuff. I mean, it's not, obviously, it's not something like that, so you can't really expect it. But in the higher trim level VolksWagens, you do get some very, very high-end features, and it is amazing. Now down here you have park, reverse, neutral, drive, and S for select shift. I think that's what that's for. There's an S down there. I don't think it goes down all the way to that, or I think it just goes on a drive, and you can lean the handle over and then tap it forward and backwards for shifting gears, which is pretty cool. You've got your seat warmers, no AC in the seats, which I was actually very used to with our King Ranches and stuff, which was really, really nice. And my mom's Impala. The back seat, let's get into the back seat. Now, coming into the back seat, the vehicle is, like I said, you know, the vehicle is pretty nice. Seats are pretty comfortable, but if you are my height, it's actually really comfortable. I'm 6 foot, and I've still got a, you know, 3.5 inches to the back of the seat with my knees. But the way it sits, your legs can go down pretty low, and the seat's kind of up high, and so that's really nice. In the middle here, you've got a middle console for holding electronics or, you know, crayons, whatever the heck you guys want to put back in here. I don't know. If you got kids, you can, yeah, like I said, you can put crayons and crap in there. Change, I guess you could put change in there. It doesn't matter. Cup holders, all that good stuff. And then this flips down as an armrest. This here. Also, this folds down, and so if you need to put something a lot longer in your car, you can slide it in through there. As well as, let me show you another feature I really do like. You got this little lever up here, and you can fold down this side and that side with just that little click of a button, which I find super cool. But maybe most people don't find that as amusing as I do, but I think that's freaking sweet. So yeah. One more thing I would like to mention is this car does run on all premium fuel, the highest grade. Most foreign European vehicles, and particularly Volkswagens, Audis, all that type of stuff, Mercedes, and they run on all premium fuel, so the highest grade of premium fuel, and that's fine. It doesn't bother me too much. It sucks a little bit that it cost me $60 to fill this up from the red bar, but it sucks a little bit, but in the same sense, I don't have to stop for fuel more than twice in a month ever, and I do a lot of driving. I've put about close to 10,000 miles on this car since July, and it is January, so I do a good amount of driving, and to only have to fill up 2 times a month is a huge blessing to me. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do hope you enjoyed the video. If there's anything else you'd like me to cover on the car, just let me know in the comments below. If you liked the video, please give the video a thumbs up. That helps a ton, and you would not believe how much that helps unless you run a YouTube channel yourself. I mean, likes are a huge thing, so every like is highly appreciated. And if you guys could, please subscribe. I will have a lot more videos coming up. I make videos every day of the week. I make about 2 videos a day and get them scheduled out, and so it is a lot of work, so subscription means the world to me, and I'm so thankful for all my subscribers and all the support I'm shown month by month and day by day. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, but until next time, peace.